Hey, everybody. We want to tell you about a podcast we think you're going to love. It's called See the Thing Is, and it's hosted by Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Bridget Kelly and media personality Mandy B, a.k.a. our dear friends. Every week, Bridget Kelly and Mandy B offer grown, honest, and slightly toxic perspectives on all things music, pop culture, and of course, dating and relationships. Do you have a hard time finding new music? Are you a millennial who misses what life was like in the 2000s? Are you interested in multiple perspectives on relationships and dating? Are you interested in a non-male bashing podcast that holds both sexes accountable? See the Thing Is a podcast that allows space for a wide range of thoughts and emotions. And most recently, the ladies have sat down with Ari Lennox, Big Frida, Remy Ma, Robert Glasper, and more. Join Bridget and Mandy every week as they update you on everything going on in the world with their polarizing hot takes. Subscribe to See the Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday.
Baby. Baby. I love the way you make me feel. It slows down time. Come in my bedroom and turn off the lights. You whisper softly in my ear, makes me unwind. The way you touch me lets me know you're mine.
I'd rather be with you 'cause I love the way you scream my name. And there's no other man that gives me what I want, that makes me feel this way. I'd rather be with you 'cause you hustle hard to take care of me. I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you. Whoa, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, wow, whoa. Whoa,
Yeah. Yes.
Virgo season.
Hey, everybody. Yes. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. Is Jade and XD.
Welcome back.
Yes. To pay homage to the late, great Maganu, we are back in this cut like gay niggas in butt.
Okay.
Yes.
A warm place.
Yes, a safe space, depending upon what you take. Depending upon what you take, fiber and prep.
I was going to say, is it a porta potty or a luxury bathroom? I don't know.
Oh my God! Speaking of porta potty, did you see Lil Kaylee?
Oh, nigga! White boots. They make fun of her boots.
The Thriller in Galveston, okay?
I was like, look at this clan fight here. And that little Mexican girl got up out there. She was like, oh, no, not up here.
Yep, not me. If you all have not seen it, this takes the cake of more of the white folding chair for me, because I know at this point there was no black folks that got arrested, even if they got lied on.
Black people have nothing to do with this, and I hope everybody got arrested.
Me too. Because the shade is that girl who was throwing hands. She posts on her Instagram that she's like, great day, after she beat some ass in the porta potty.
And I cheered, but I didn't want to cheer too hard because I know she said nigga at some point in her life.
Yeah.
But
well, why wouldn't she?
I did, every once in a while, a good fight video. I won't watch them all. But when a good one comes up, it'd be like, oh, nigga. The way that bitch ran out of nowhere with those white boots and got ready to work. I was like,
got busy. Prove Kim wrong. There are people who want to fucking work.
Yeah, there are people who want to fucking work. And white boots did that. Thank you. Worked and WERKED. So I just want y'all to know.
But yes, we are back after a brief vacay, a brief holiday.
Yeah.
Just a little so siesta. Much has happened. Yeah, so much has happened in the last fortnight, if you will. Yeah, but how have you been in the last couple of weeks? Let's,
I've been good. I've been, enjoying the last bit of summer. Summer does go through, I believe, the third week of September. But, active summer where school is not in and you get to go to the beach. You know what the fuck. Everybody knows what the fuck you mean when you say summer. Like, they know. But yeah, just been enjoying that. We'll go over the last couple of weeks here in this episode. Tristan did try to bring Trill to the beach. I will tell you that. I put it on my TikTok. I don't TikTok often, but when the spirit hits me, I do it. And that
why did he try to take the cat to the beach?
Because one day she's sitting at my feet. He was like, "Look at her. She's sad." I was like, "She's actually just comfortable, and we're relaxing." And he was like, "No, she wants to leave the house." And I was like, "She told you this?" And so he was like, "No, you could tell. She wants to leave the house. She get in the window. She looking outside because that's what cats do." He's like, "She wants to go outside. Let's take her to the beach. Do you want to go to the beach, Trill? You want to go to the beach?" And it's like she said yes to him. It's like he acted. So he was like, "We need to get the stuff together to take her to the beach." And I was like, "Okay." And he's going to hear this. But yes, Tristan wants to take Trill to the beach. We didn't take her yet. He wants to take her to the beach.
To nature's litter box.
That was the one plus side that I thought. I was like, all right, well, I don't have to worry about a traveling litter box because the world is her litter box at that point.
Yeah.
I'm sure the smell of the sea is appealing to a cat that likes seafood. She's a seafood cat. Mm-hmm. She does not like chicken or any duck. She doesn't like any of that, and no gamey things.
High class puss.
She is a little too much. But I'm going to look into a cat leash. I said we would be the niggas with a cat on a leash.
So that's when we decided, hey, we have a lot in common. Maybe he likes the beach too. So we had to find a beach that was virtually empty, nice calm water and not too windy, so he would be most comfortable. When we got him there, we let him play on the sand.
Because I came from a man who once said he got a house and was very excited to get a house and then said, we're going to get a pet goose. And everybody was like, why? Because they're meaner than dogs. And that was the logic. So,
that's not wrong about it. It's just who gets a goose?
My father would get a goose. I fully suggested this. I can't make this up.
I know he did.
Yeah.
And that's very a dad thing to do. No, as a family, we're getting a goose.
So this is the same nigga got himself a garden and a house and decided he was going to water the lawn in draws and Timbs. So of course this is the nigga who suggests that you get a pet goose for the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a house now, nigga. I've got to protect it with a goose. It's like, okay, that's the direction we're going.
And for whatever reason, that makes all the sense to me.
Because y'all know me, and so it checks.
Yeah.
It checks. Mm-hmm.
Well, we have so much to catch up on.
Yeah. How are you?
So much. I am good. I'm in a better place figuratively and spiritually. I have moved.
You did.
to what I will call the Montana.
There we go.
Yes.
I like that. I like
the
that.
Montana. Yes, I moved to the Montana.
You did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had a. I could tell you this on the. I could tell you this how my moving story.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pay some bills.
Let's pay some bills and then get into the shit
and all that. So again, thank you all for hanging around and listening through these last couple of weeks that we've been off, even though it didn't seem like we were off.
Y'all are loyal.
You guys didn't think so, but fucks with you all heavy.
Some of you realized you tried to leave and then you came back, and
yeah,
because you just realized, like, where the fuck are you going?
yeah. And then some of you were just spicy and heard us mistaken an ad on Patreon and wanted to chop our heads off. But you know what?
I will never get that 2 minutes back.
I hate slavery.
Me too, nigga.
My bad. Players fuck up sometimes. That's why we had to take a break. Anywho.
But excuse me.
Yeah. Anywho, tell a friend, tell an auntie, mama, daddy, cousin, work friend that you actually talk to about us. You know, don't keep us in the secret anymore. You know, we too like to, come out and have dinner in the daytime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have to come out at night at 11 o'clock,
This is a supper crowd.
To your friends. Yes. We're not on the DL. Love us out loud.
Love us out loud.
Subscribe to us on Patreon. It's $9.99 a month. We have a whole bunch of mess there. Even more so coming up. Some lives. We might have to rethink our cinematic excursion through via Erica Mena. Since,
we'll chat about that after the break.
Yeah. But we have a Wang Dang Doodle over on Patreon.
Yes.
Sometimes I make mistakes and leave ads in, but hey, I'm human. But we have video content and primarily ad-free audio on the mains on Patreon. So go over there. We have a good time over there, and all the stuff that we recap, we probably will talk about way more interesting other shit in betwixt the recap. So you should just subscribe and listen into it.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. YouTube is the place to be. We do recaps there as well. We'll be catching up on our 90 Day Fiance The Other Way stuff this week.
Yes.
And some other stuff coming up. Read the description box wherever you're listening, because it has really cool stuff in there of how you can support the show. And is there anything else that I'm missing?
Nope.
No. I am doing podcast consulting again, so you can email me at xd@thexexperience.com. But let's take a break, and we'll be back with what we did this summer. Hit it, Claude.
Loud.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This episode is sponsored by Starbucks. I know we don't want to kick summer out the door too quick, but I can't lie. Something about fall really does it for me. I love summer. Don't get me wrong. I love summer. But fall is my favorite child, if I'm being honest. In the words of XD, it's Diane Keaton season, which means it's time to pull out the cozies, lace up those boots, and sashay down to Starbucks for my new favorite beverage, the iced apple crisp Oatmilk shaken espresso. Yes, you heard me. Now, I might be biased because I love all things apple. Go ahead and pair that with the flavors of cinnamon, brown sugar, blonde espresso, creamy oat milk, and in my eyes, it's a winner, baby. Now, I know we all go up for a specific flavor closely associated with autumn. Hi, pumpkin. But switch it up. Try something new like you did with that haircut and get yourself an iced apple crisp oat milk shaken espresso. And here's a tip. If you're like me and love convenience, skip that line and order ahead on the Starbucks app. You'll thank me later.
And we're black. We're back talking about summer.
Yes, summer. We should call? What are we calling this episode? Summer Renaissance.
Yeah, summer Renaissance. We could do that.
Summer Renaissance, but we can't put that in there.
Yeah. Okay. Shop our sponsors. Shop our sponsors. That's the real title.
Yeah, shop our sponsors. Oh my God. What if we called every episode Shop Our Sponsors what? Shop Our Sponsors 407. Repetitive things are how it gets into your brain. So
listen,
niggas about to spam y'all like T-Boo. Fucking XD. It's your fault.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's your fucking fault.
It's not, and I'm going to tell you why it's not my fault.
It is. Go off.
It is Instagram. It is Instagram. Because Instagram put me on about it.
No. And it's not about putting us on. It's about the fact that you wanted us to suffer in the ways that you have.
I didn't tell y'all to enter your credit card information.
You said, who did that? No, nigga, you just repeated the name 25 times on an episode, and then we all got spammed.
Oh,
now every time I look up anything, a folding chair, a fucking USB cord, whatever I need to buy, apparently it's available on Temu.
It won't work.
I hate it.
Or it's got like SARS on it. I don't know.
I have no desire to purchase it. I'm tired of it showing up. I wondered how I can block it from my phone.
Oh, I blocked it. I blocked the Temu account because I feel like it's the government conspiracy thing.
No, how do you block it from showing up when you search other things? Oh. This is what I'm saying. It has infiltrated my shit.
I report the ads and say this isn't for me. I say sometimes it's spam and it's harmful. Because it is. It's harmful to the community at large, right? Like
it is.
Like I'm selling fast fashion.
It's got asbestos. Like, no, we don't need none of that. I'm sick of it.
I'm doing my due diligence by blocking this ad and telling the people the perils of said company.
What is it they put on all the COVID posts if it says anything about COVID, and then it's got the little information joint at the bottom?
Oh yeah.
That's what they need to do with that.
As now this episode will probably have a little info thing because you said the word.
Wait. Okay. Well, I have a question. That just went as quickly as it came. God damn it! It was Shein. Are they still selling things while they're in the middle of this RICO case?
Mm-hmm. How do you think? Yeah.
They are?
Like, we still got everybody done bought everything silver from Shein.
Well, everybody's selling everything silver. So I was like, this could have honestly come from anywhere. And I don't think you all realize how the entire earth is getting ready to implode because it's going to be some landmine filled with silver shit.
Chrome talking about a Renaissance.
Because y'all are never wearing this shit again.
Hell no. Nah.
You're never wearing this shit again.
Everybody in SoFi look like a gay baked potato. And it's just like, I just don't see where this is going to happen again.
Buy things on here. Fascination.
Oh, yeah. As you can. And like, I don't think, what's a little RICO charge? You know?
What's a little, exactly, Donald Trump. Or metal mouth, whatever. Like, what's a little RICO charge? It's one person who's gonna go to jail for Shein, and that's gonna be that.
Just to make an example.
What if they had a case similar to like Young Thug, where one of their little people was in the courtroom, and somebody came up and handed them drugs with a bullhorn and a glow in the dark sign. These are drugs. I will never get over that. I will never get over that.
Did you see the new one?
Drugs
one of
here.
The other people.
Sorry.
Did you see the other one with one of the YSL niggas? He was like voguing to like plead insanity. So he's like in camera, like trying to go like this to claim that he's insane. I kid you not.
And that was his point.
Yeah, because he's trying to fake like he is clinically insane by doing like random like motions.
So okay, send me the video.
So he's
I want to see.
Oh, you gotta look through it on Twitter. Just search YSL.
Okay.
Rapper nigger. I don't know.
Is it YSL? Is that what is that the thing?
Yeah, they're YSL. I've learned that YRN is somebody else.
Young rich niggas. That's the ones tied to Migos.
Yes.
Yes.
And then there's NBA.
Yes.
The NBA boys like Young Nudie and all those people.
Yes. Okay. So YSL nigga, hold on. Voguing? Is that what I'm?
I would say YSL. Hold on. Search terms with Jaden XD. YSL rapper.
Oh, found it. See? Oh, I need to just always trust my first mind. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no. Okay, hold on. These are parodies because of YSL Polo.
There you go. Sure.
Okay. YSL Polo voguing. No. Then it took me to a bunch of fashion stuff.
Hold on. Where's the fucking... Yeah, YSL Polo removed from trial. Where the fuck?
YSL Polo, the Don. Okay. Asked to remove co-defendant from trial following alleged... Why is this not... I can't find the video!
There.
You sent it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see.
They clearly used it as a meme, but that's the general consensus of the video.
The latest motion filed in the YSL case.
So Young Thug's attorneys are now trying to remove one of the rapper's co-defendants from the trial following some bizarre behavior in court. And it's on video here. Just days ago, Cordarius Dorsey, also known as YSL Polo, was making some unusual hand gestures in court.
What? I have a... Okay, this is terrible. Okay, but...
He's dancing like Elaine on Seinfeld.
A little bit, but then... This is... Okay, y'all, like... Don't hate me. There's an episode of Pose. Because it's very sad. But this is what it reminded me of. There's an episode of Pose where Pray Tell is visiting his love in the hospital because he is really sick from complications from AIDS. And at the same time, what was his Damon's dance teacher was visiting one of her former students, like one of her prize students in the hospital who was also suffering from complications. And he was dancing when she got to the room, like with his IV, but like he was out of it and he was dancing. And it just kind of reminded me of that. That's so bad. Like, this. It was a really sad scene. But I was like, why is this the first scene that came to my mind?
Pose is just a sad show in general. Like, I
really support it. I do. I support Pose.
Yeah.
Although,
it was a great, important
did they say
show.
something about Ryan, what's his face? Did he just, is he scabbing right now? Like, is he filming another American Horror Story right now?
Yeah. And it's halted because of the strike. And so he's mad because of it. And he had a tantrum a month ago about like the strikes and how it's ruining his productions and stuff. And here we are on almost day 100 of SAG strike and 150 of writer strike. So.
Right. And you're mad?
There is no...
And when niggas like are losing their homes and stuff?
Right. Because, people who... He has all the money. You know what I mean? He is a production company. He is a studio. So therefore, y'all
can put on tucking panties and try to duct tape it back do everything that you can possible. And at some point or another, your white is going to hang out. You can't even help it.
No. Mm-mm. Not even thinking about like the queer people that, you allegedly are aligning with to support and stuff and giving, all these opportunities to. But it's just like when people can't provide for themselves basic things or can't even get health care.
And you're mad because you can't make American Horror Story 27, the Renaissance, or whatever you're getting ready to call it. Like, what are you, like, what's...
Like, get fucking real, Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Like,
get
just
real whites.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nightmares. So what are we talking about? What do you want to tell me so far on this journey of discovery?
Well, speaking of film and television, I was thinking about Set It Off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it really led me. It led a conversation down to like a rabbit hole of just Black film and movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
So in Set It Off, Stoney's storyline and stuff like that, and how she had to go to Mexico and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But what was Vivica A. Fox's storyline? And every person I ask does the exact same thing. They're like,
Cleo died.
Mm-hmm.
Stoney went to Mexico with Blair Underwood, right? Or she was talking to him on the phone.
No, she talked to him on the phone.
But she had all that money in the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly Elise died, right?
They all died except
Rightfully
Stoney.
so. And
but do you remember? But why? Why was Vivica?
She worked at the bank.
Right. Okay, then. Right. But it took forever for you to get there, right? So it was like.
Well, that's because there's just certain things that stick out.
But then. Yes. But then we were just talking about how like there are just Black movies where it's just like you know them culturally and you know them. Like you just know them because you're Black. But then you really think about like, well, what the fuck was that movie about, right? Like Higher Learning. We know they was in college. Uh-huh. We know Tyra got shot.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
But what happened to Ice Cube?
So Higher Learning, Ice Cube, he was Dr. Umar of the campus.
Which we should have learned then. Yeah.
Life imitates hard. Art is so hard. But so he was Dr. Umar and Busta Rhymes was Spliff Star. And Tyra ran track. Omar Epps was, a young, good YB young nigga, freshman. And there was a race war. So it was the Black students, and then what Michael Rappaport started losing his fucking mind and didn't have no identity. Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm leery of people who don't have friends. Because notice he was a nigga who did not have friends and then aligned himself with this group of people. It was like, I don't care what you all believe in. I need community that bad.
That's what happened in American History X, too. When Edward Norton, he was only racist because he was looking for a community. Well...
You see, that can go one way or the other. Racist. Sometimes people don't have community because they don't have access and they've got to find it. And then sometimes people don't have community because they're the problem.
Yeah.
So he was a pussy and he didn't have any backbone. And so he found himself yoked up with the skinheads. And then there was a race war at the college. And Ice Cube was a part because he was, the mouth of the South. And then race war, blah, blah, blah. Tyra got shot. Put me on a game show, nigga. Put me on a game show. Because from Set It Off, Vivica worked at the bank. And if I remember correctly, She was just tired of her corporate life.
She was sick of.
And so she was
sick
like,
of the,
"Oh, I know the ins and outs. I know this shit well." And I believe Vivica had a cousin. So Vivica came from a nigga ass family of criminals, and I believe she had a cousin, but I could have made that up. But she worked at the bank, so she was the inside to know the operations of the bank, and also she was the bossy Virgo of the group, who was like, "I'm keeping this shit in line."
Because Kimberly Elise was on her John and Q and happened to save her son.
Again, life imitate. We should have known that bitch was a problem
Yeah.
from set it off.
And this all really spawned from us watching the Parkers, and because Kim's boo thing was in Set It Off. He was Stoney's brother who got shot.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about how remember, Stoney's brother lied about getting into UCLA. And so Krista and I were talking about he was like, no, he went to college. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Lied.
He lied.
He lied because she was pissed.
Because she was like, I'm doing all this lying, cheating, and stealing for you or whatever the fuck, and you're not even going to school. You didn't even get in.
I don't remember how they knew each other, but I know that Stoney, Cleo, and Kimberly Elise all worked for Luther. The cleaning company, who was also a dirty ass nigga who deserved to get his pinky toe shot off.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is great trivia. Give me another.
Because
helps me jog my long-term memory.
Right. Because we had a conversation about how there are certain Black films that are just going to forever be in our minds, right? Like The Color Purple. We know that movie in and out, right? But what about Woo?
I have another mindfuck of a question for you. Hold on. We'll go back to Woo in a second. Is Color Purple technically a Black movie? It's got a Black cast, but it's a Steven Spielberg movie. So is Color Purple technically a Black movie?
Yes, because a Black woman wrote it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah. A big Black stud wrote it.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Alice Walker, it's no secret.
It's not a secret. It's not. Because we all know how the book is so far different from the movie. And the movie just sugarcoated and just let water off a duck's back just a little bit for,
Steven Spielberg said, I cut that gay shit out.
He said, get that gay shit out. You embarrassing us.
Had to go make Jurassic Park to clear everything out.
He was like, no, they're sisters. They're just going to rub each other's cheeks.
I'm tired of you niggas. I'm making dinosaur movies.
Terrible. Okay, what were we about to say about the Woo? We need to do we need to do a revisit and probably watch some of these and
yeah, right? Because there are just a bunch of Black movies that get and TV shows, right? That just kind of get muddled because of Machine, right? Set It Off, we know is a big Black movie and cultural movie, right? Or or Precious, right? We get those things, but we never talk about How to Be a Player, even though we mentioned it the other day, right? With Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy makes my ass itch.
Really?
I don't know. I will still watch. He got anybody with that sleazy face. It's the same thing as Terrence Howard. If you've got that sleazy face, it just automatically makes my ass itch.
No. I get you, because after Love Jones, everything was just kind of why are you so
Right, it's like, you fucked your friend. But then I sound like one of them teenagers on TikTok. They'd be like, Zendaya, why didn't you post about your dead friend who died 7 hours ago? And it's like, bitch, get a motherfucking grip on life.
Get a grip.
Get a grip on fucking life, bitch. Oh, I hate them all. I hate them all. So I'm trying not to be that guy, but Bill Bellamy got that face. Then I told you I ran into him at the club in 2003. And it was just him and 8 white girls. So I was like, So, it solidified everything that I've always felt.
I guess. I always known I was a little gay boy because I thought he was real cute back when when he was doing MTV Spring Break and all that. I was like, oh, okay.
He just got a villain smile.
He looked like of 90s
He does.
chocolate color niggas. They
They
all looked the same. It was him, it was Arsenio.
Arsenio was never really attractive in my eyes. His face,
but they all
like
had that look. Okay.
I'm not.
They all look like and I brought this up on Twitter the other day. Do you remember Hammer Time's cartoon show or MC Hammer's cartoon show, Hammer Time? Mm-hmm. All niggas used to look like that back in the day. Like they all used to have like that animation look.
Like Omar Epps?
Yes, because Omar Epps looks like he's in Bebe's Kids.
He does.
Don't he look like Robin Harris in Bebe's Kids?
He does. Yeah. He got the eyes.
He got the eyes and the head.
I never understood people. I mean, when I tell you the girlies used to go up for Omar. I think the cutest Omar has ever been was Juice. Another one we've got to put on the list.
Friend,
we have to do an analysis.
You have a inward affliction because he was cuter. He was cute in Brown. What's the movie niggas love? Love Jones.
He was not in Love Jones, nigga.
Omar
Epps was not in Love Jones.
Not Love Jones. What am I thinking of? Love and Basketball. Thank you. Niggas got to get more creative with titling because love and.
At the time it was okay. Wait. So what are you saying? I have a nigga affliction. What's that got to do with? What's love?
Meaning
got to
like
do with it?
because Omar has been cute. He didn't peak at cuteness in Juice.
No, I said to me. But what's my nigga affliction? Now I'm curious.
I'm just saying you just like inwards and
you trying to say Omar Epps ate a dick?
No, I'm just saying that he didn't peak
that I've never liked a pretty nigga.
Yeah,
you right.
But I just never known him to be pretty, like Mekhi Phifer, right?
Oh yeah,
like I put him in that area. How he's gritty? Ish.
Mekhi Phifer. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, child, I was thinking of Tay Diggs.
Oh, I could tell you no for that.
I'll hang out with Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
We will
Y'all
cackle.
be greater girlfriends. I just don't think, yeah.
Oh, no. Mekhi Phifer was always cute.
Yeah.
He was always
him
cute.
and Omar Epps are the same type to me.
Well, but Mekhi Phifer... Hold on. Because Mekhi Phifer, I feel like maybe his gums are a little browner or something. Let me see.
Oh, my God.
Like, it's just something at least. Mekhi Phifer is, yes, I can see your sentiment, but he is a little more attractive to me personally than Omar Epps. But also Mekhi Phifer is a little too, he's not pretty, but he's cute.
They both look bad. Okay. They both look like they got in trouble. And
they look like bad kids. Yes. Along with the game. The game looks like the worst of the terrible twos that you've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely. And if your name is Jayceon, I'm just going to know you was a menace.
Silver teeth. What do you mean? Jayceon. That's the game's name, ain't it? Purple panties ass nigga. Anyway.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be back after this. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I write all my own songs. I produce all of my own songs. And I have grown so much between the last Destiny's Child album and my first solo album. And basically, I wanted people to experience that and to hear that. I've grown as an artist, as a writer, and vocally, and as a girl to a young lady. So my album...
And we're back.
We need to make that a whole episode. 90s fine. And like break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do
Yeah,
that.
we can.
Yeah.
Like that nigga from Queen Sugar who was on Girlfriends. The one with the sex addiction.
Oh, who was also on Sister Sister and Cosby Show.
Yes.
Remember he used to like Rudy and him and I think it was it him and Bud or was it was that Romeo?
It was him and
or was that
that was Romeo.
Santana?
Romeo Santana and Bud had beef.
They did. But I feel Vanessa. He went out with Vanessa.
He was talking to Vanessa. Yes, he did. He did. Whatever happened to Bud?
He was on Sister Sister. And then I imagine he probably ended up on the ABC Family or what is it called now? Freeform. I don't know. I made that up, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's on a show on what's the USA America? What's it called?
USA.
That or
we were talking about how Suits is like taking over Netflix, and I'm like, that's so weird because Suits was just like a regular rando USA show, you know. But then I was thinking about like, you know, we were in a dark time when we had Spike TV.
Oh, which you know, my old boss was big nasty mad about Spike TV
because they had the same name.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
of course.
You know who else's name's Spike?
Anything else?
Like little dogs in shows from the 50s. Like
everything, not just there's so many things with Spike. Yeah. Unless, like you can't like copyright like
my name. Like, you know what I mean? Like my name. But Spike TV wasn't that like harmful misogynistic rhetoric?
Oh,
TV?
Absolutely. Yeah. It was harmful, chaotic,
it's not around
misogynistic. No.
Okay, that's good.
I think it all folded and turned into the Paramount Network.
Everything's Paramount.
Yeah, which is so fucking shady. Totally. Side note. I know we have a list of topics and stuff.
It's fine.
But so I've been watching Big Brother, and that's just because I like reality competition, whatever.
Yeah.
But I've noticed, I've been trying to see like, okay, so when are we gonna start seeing the strike? Feelings of the strike. They have decided to pull stuff from digital content and put it on TV. So this fall, they're playing like the first half of the first season of Yellowstone with Kevin Costner and all that. That was only on like Paramount Network on the internet. And now they're putting it on regular channel 2 or 5, wherever the fuck it is, where you're in your market. So it's like since they can't pull new content, let's rejudge our old content. That's like putting Handmaid's Tale on ABC.
Oh.
Or FX.
Did they already film Handmaid's Tale?
So I don't know. And I've been wondering about that. And I've also been curious as to how that was going to turn out with like the Danny Masterson trial.
Why was it got to do with him?
Because most of that production staff is a part of COS.
What? You never told me that? When did you find that out?
I thought that was like kind of a thing.
No, I didn't know I didn't know the production crew or staff, whatever was part of
them. Yeah, there's a good fraction of them who are part of the org. I've learned through.
So y'all write about culty stuff and how crazy it is, whilst being apart.
Or always coming from inside the
whilst
house.
being amid a cult. Why? Because amid.
Amid. AMID.
She said amid.
SAT.
How you say that word? I don't like it. I don't want to see it again.
How do you cancel words?
How do you cancel? Because words mean things.
Now, normally, I don't want to make light of
that bitch can get it every which fucking way. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
She is a garbage human being.
Let me tell you something.
And so her not being able to read is proof positive of why she acts the way she does. Because she doesn't know any better.
She been frustrated her whole life. Her whole life.
Her whole life. She had to fight phonics.
Oh my God. Speaking of whole life, guess who's supposed to be getting out of prison?
Who?
BG. Cash Money is our army, better yet a navy. That's actually juvenile. But yes,
that jogged the memory.
BG.
Really?
Yes.
On some, like, is it end of sentence or are we commuting
I don't
sentencing?
know. Google and go look at what he looks like now.
BG. Cash Money. Oh.
The hot boys, 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 the hot boys. What kind of boys know who kill his partner? What kind of boy be playing it real with childhood?
This is from him. Oh yeah, he looks healthy.
Yeah, like he's been in for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
For a minute. Let me see. When did BG get locked up?
2009.
Ooh.
He was arrested in 2009 following a traffic stop in New Orleans, during which authorities found 3 guns, 2 of which were stolen. In 2011, he pled guilty to 2 counts of possession of a firearm and 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice, receiving a 14-year federal prison sentence the following year with 3 years of federal supervised release. Damn.
Yep. Oops. Yep.
That's wild.
Yes.
Young Money is an army, better yet a navy.
Cash Money.
I used to have. I did say Young Money. Why do I keep saying it? You know what?
Because they're a derivative of.
Yeah. It's Nicholas Poison.
What else has happened over the last 2 weeks? Oh, so I think our Tubi live watches. Didn't the last one fuck up anyway?
It did.
That was Spirit. That was Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah. Apparently, Erica Mena is calling people crispy, crunchy coons. On television. And what was interesting to me was that. Context, right? So Erica Mena and Spice had a sit down on Love and Hip Hop, and of course, words were exchanged because they were at dinner. And what else do y'all do on a reality show TV when you go sit down to eat? You don't eat, you fight.
Right.
So they're talking about each other and how they don't respect one another and as mothers and blah, blah, blah. And Erica Mena goes on and calls her a monkey. It goes, ooh, and it's like, you should have died on the table. Because remember, she
had sepsis, whatever.
She went to, had a procedure done cosmetically, and she almost donned it. So, Erica Mena said all this, what, and I hate to say this, but what a lot of people like her jump to anti-black rhetoric, colorist rhetoric,
especially while they sitting up here raising black children
with the biggest N-word of all.
But you raising black children, and because you be waiting to say stuff like that. That's how I know.
It sits on their heart.
Because if that's what comes out when you get mad at me, you've been waiting to say stuff like that. And don't claim Afro-Latina when it is beneficial to you, and then, you want to sit up here and call a dark-skinned black woman a monkey. That's the first thing that you jump to. You ain't no better than motherfucking Amber Rose and her wah bullshit about not feeling comfortable in black communities when those are really the only communities that she has ever felt comfortable in. Because let's be real clear, ain't no white folks dealing with you. White, and you've benefited every which way off of niggas, and now all of a sudden you're uncomfortable around niggas. And Erica Mena does nothing but what? Be around niggas, Afro-Latina, raising black children, and the first thing you do is jump to call this lady a monkey.
Now, apparently, she got fired from the show. Mona Scott Young was like, I'm not having it, which I gotta be honest with you. She said worse things that should have gotten her kicked off a long time ago.
That girl has a nasty mouth and has always had a nasty fucking mouth and attitude. Always.
Right. And I'm like, I'm all for, course correction, right? Like, well, as long as it's starting to happen now, like, fix the shit. I just, ain't been none. So Erica Mena has always just kind of just been this type of person this way to me. So when I saw it, I was like, well, what did she say? And I'm like, oh, okay. That I don't want to say this, but this is something I've heard in the Bronx quite often. In an argument. On the street. So good riddance. Won't be supporting, not the fact that we supported her in general. Because
no, that was a study. I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely a sociological study.
Really more about Chris Stokes than Erica Mena. She just happened.
Right. So good riddance to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else happened over the last 2 weeks? I went to Las Vegas.
Yes, you did.
For the first time ever.
Really?
Yeah, never had a desire to go to Vegas. Like, when I tell you zero, in my 20s, homegirls, we go to Vegas for the weekend. Have a great time because no thanks, not interested. And then I was like, eventually I'll go and do some culinary scoping because there's a bunch of chefs out there. But then still didn't really feel like going. Then I was supposed to go for the Usher concert for Homegirl's Bachelorette, and then COVID. So I opted out of that. And then my core girls said, let's go see Beyonce, and we're going to go see her in Vegas. And I said, well, I guess I now have to go to the desert. So I went. The first night, we go to dinner. We're in the spot, and there's the DJ at the dinner spot because why not?
Of course, yeah.
And, we're enjoying our food and enjoying each other's company. And then the DJ plays Slow Motion by Juvenile. And, of course, we start vibing because we're eating while Slow Motion is playing. Like, this is a match made in heaven. And as a table in beautiful black woman unison, we all kind of just yell out at the same time, that outside dick make them hoes sick, which then drew a lot of attention over to the table. So this white woman at the table behind us, who apparently was getting crunk, but my back is to her the way, because we're in a circle. But the homegirls was like, oh, mama was getting crunk the whole time. I was like, oh, okay. Decides she gonna come over to our table once we outside dick make them hoes sick, because it was like, that's the party table, because the rest of her table was not getting crunk with her. So she comes over and starts dancing over our table. Everybody in unison, not over the food. Like, and did I ever tell you the story? Did I ever tell you the story about getting stung in the face by the bee? on the Santa Monica
Maybe,
Pier.
but-
Okay, I'll just put a pin in that. So she's dancing. She's crunk, okay? She is crunk for Christ. And she is, and we're just trying to keep her away from our food. And then this bitch, before I could even do anything, mind you, I want you to understand that I'm in Vegas now off of no sleep. I didn't go to sleep the night before because I was trying to get my home prepared and my family prepared because they were going to be leaving to go out of town a couple days after me. So I'm like, okay, not only do I have to prepare myself to leave out of town, I got to get my kid ready. I got to make sure certain shit is set up at the crib for Trill and in general, the plants, you know, all of that. So I didn't go to bed the night before I left. I said, I'm going to sleep on the plane. I'll go to bed early that night. And I'm in a haze. So my reflexes are not as quick as usual, outside of the fact that I can't believe this is happening.
Mm.
This lady reaches in, grabs my face, and before I could even do anything, kisses me on my fucking cheek. And all I could really yell out was, COVID, COVID, COVID. And all my homegirls are like, oh my, like everybody's stunned. You know, like when something's happening and nobody can do anything. Now, this brings me to the B story on Santa Monica Pier, because I was with this exact same group of women in 2017. We were all in LA and we're sitting on the Santa Monica Pier eating funnel cakes and smoking and having a good time. And a bee lands on my face. And I'm literally yelling out. We're all sitting there, but nobody can do anything. I said, oh my God, it's stinging me. And I could feel the stinger going in my face. That was also the same trip when we woke up the next morning. My whole eye was sunken, like whatever that nigga's name is in Get Out. It was sunken. So anyway, the same shock that everybody had in watching me while a bee was stinging me in my face, in the exact same location that this white bitch decided to come and kiss me on my fucking cheek. I said, this is why I don't come to Vegas. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that was my first
Oh my
night.
gosh.
That was my first night.
Let's go, nigga. Where everybody trying to get some money, Vegas. To get some money, gotta spend some money, Vegas. Pussy everywhere if you want, Vegas. Where people coming to enjoy the moment, Vegas. Hope they accept me, cause there's all love when you see me.
That is a very Vegas night.
I was disgusted. Immediately, I took my hand sanitizer. It was already out. I always pull it out at the table, have my hand, and I just start on my face. I just could not.
It was like on Flavor of Love when she was like, oh, it's in my weave. I smell it.
Yeah, I smell it. It stinks. Yes, it was very pumpkin in New York. Very that.
I am so sorry that you got accosted by a white woman.
I did. I was attacked.
Yes.
I was
You
attacked.
Yes.
I should go back, ask for the footage, and sue her. Like, I couldn't, like, you know, when you are so shocked that you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it's a fight. Like, my reflexes in a fight are, nigga, let's go. This is different. This is like a different type of intrusion.
It's like a, yeah,
it's like when your car gets broken into and you come out, you're like, oh, I just feel so violated. Like,
yeah. You didn't have to steal my nigga, damn.
You didn't have to steal my shit. You didn't have to bust my window. All I had in there was some old CDs. Like, yeah, that's how it felt. It was just intrusive and it was violating and I didn't know how to react to it while it was happening. I wish you would have punched me in my face and then it would have been a brouhaha in the STK. But I know how to move in that situation. I don't know what to do with stuff like this. I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
But it was Vegas was a time because I was with the girlfriend. So it was a good auntie time. After the break that we're about to take, we will both collectively speak about Renaissance because that was why I was there. And then XD recently went in LA with all the other celebrities. And so we'll talk about that in a moment. Let me think. What else happened in Vegas? That white woman kissed me. Ugh. I went to that dispensary you told me to go to.
Planet 13, did you have a good time?
Yeah,
did you
it was
sit
cool.
in the van?
Yeah, it was cool. All that was cute. I found a dispensary 24 hours, though, by my Airbnb. And I was like, well, I don't know if I need to go to this Walmart of dispensaries.
Oh, no,
but I did.
No.
I
just told
went
you
to
for
go
the
experience
novelty's
it.
sake.
I mean, it is really like just a little fancier Atlantic City. Same energy, same zhuzh. It was hot as gorilla pussy out there. Like
y'all was this? Did y'all go during this the hurricane?
We missed the hurricane and we went before that. What just happened?
The Burning Man thing.
Yeah, so like, I'm so glad we hit a sweet spot, but also sorry to all those people. Goodness gracious, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, Burning Man was like, Burning Man is in the desert, and so there was a storm, a really, 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 really bad storm that you think it's all sand, but it's not sand. It's like clay. And a friend of mine, Charlie, was telling me yesterday that the clay has like alkaline and other things in it that can affect the skin and dry it out significantly. And these people are all out there stuck, like with no electricity, rationing food, rationing water. Because when you go to Burning Man, the camp that you join, you all have to collectively resource all of those things, including an RV if you want to take a shower daily, because a lot of them people wipe off with big ass baby wipes. Gross. But
the camper wipes.
Like, so if you need to join some sort of camp, some sort, that does an RV or a couple of RVs and has a water station and all these different things, and make sure you have all the resources, because you are camping in the desert, and then you add a natural disaster to that and people can't leave. Like, that's crazy. Nuts. So I hope everybody is safe, and that they're able to try to figure out how to get those people out of there. Apparently Chris Rock was there because he got a white girlfriend that I didn't know about.
Well, sometimes we accept the love we think we deserve.
It's a season of karma right now. It's just, you shouldn't have sat up there and let Louis C.K. say nigga. Even Jerry Seinfeld was like, I'm not partaking in this party. And you just let it happen. So,
and where was Jerry at? He was at the Renaissance show I was at, because he know what's up.
That nigga likes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't give it a pass, because what?
No, it doesn't.
Love us out loud. Love us out loud.
Yeah. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to talk about what you all want to hear about.
Yeah, unless you don't. Okay.
Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm learning that, there's certain things about men that you just have to deal with. And I mean, they are like, it's, I don't want to say.
And we're back. So yes, we both saw Renaissance. You saw it twice.
I saw it twice. The first time I was mothering, so I half saw it. And the second time I was able to fully be there. And it was, you saw it as well. And you did, so
yeah.
Let's just get into it.
A lot of me, like, people are like, I lost my voice. I was screaming, dancing. I couldn't do anything but to stand there.
Oh, I danced. I did definitely dance.
I danced and I had a good time. But there is a good portion, I was just standing there like in awe. because we were relatively close, and so it's like you see this tiny woman who's like 5'6" and just having
Tiny
a
woman,
wang dang
5'6",
motherfucker
LOL.
toodle.
Go ahead.
I mean, compared to me, right? But compared to 60,000 people who are just who she has commanded all of our attention, and it's like genius. I enjoyed. The mic was on the entire time, which, you know, as I get older, I'm appreciating like the production, yes, but can you sing?
And it's the fact that it's the production paired with the mic being on.
Paired with the mic being on. Exactly.
Stop.
Exactly.
Giving you different fits every single night.
Yes. Now, I'm going to be honest. A lot of them I didn't like. But that's just because...
You're you.
Yeah. But I loved the one I went to was when she released the pink the pattern patchwork thing. So cute. I went to LA night too. It was this leads me to the cuff it challenge, right? So like I didn't realize the show moves pretty quickly.
For it to be a long show. So the girl is performing for 2.5 to 2 hour and 45 minutes. Okay. And the only breaks that are being taken are to change.
And her breaks are not long.
At all, actually. The pit crew comes out and dances. And oh, okay, hold on. Pause real quick, Beyonce. I went to Drag Race Live.
Oh, I saw.
Went to Drag Race Live in Las Vegas. Let me try to tell you these things before we really delve into Beyonce. Went to Drag Race Live. Latrice was the host. Coco Montrese was performing. Yara Sofia. Derek Barry.
Yeah, she's a mainstay.
And it was another black one.
Naomi?
No.
Jada?
No. Jada was usually the host, they said, but she wasn't that night, and it was Latrice. Hold on. Because Asante actually, Kennedy Davenport. It was Kennedy Davenport's show, honestly. Very entertaining in person. Drag Race, so I need to go to Work the World because Drag Race Live, I realized, is like the hokey Las Vegas version of the show. And so you're gonna get the it's cheesier than the show, which we all know. We love Drag Race, but it's meant to be goofy and stupid, and RuPaul reiterates that every episode. So it's a hokier version than that because it's faux challenges, Minnie and Maxie, which obviously are performances. Coco definitely did the Janet Jackson. Jada Sophia did the titties on her back. But let me tell you how Jada Sophia refuses to lip sync. It is the most lackluster. It is giving. I have to fulfill a contractual obligation. I am literally just here so I don't get fined. And it's the most, she was so disinterested that it was more entertaining to me than people who were like Derek Barry, who was very hyped to be there. That was entertaining. But the funniest part of the whole thing was Fran leaning over and being like, so why do you all like Drag Race? Shariel is squealing because that's what she does. So she is squealing, Latrice, at the top of her lungs at random moments. And it's like, you definitely have to know Drag Race to appreciate anything about this experience.
Yeah.
Because anybody else coming from the outside is like, what the fuck? It's me, Nikki, Shari, and Crystal are the Drag Race fans. And then you got Fran and our other friend who is not. And so, or they don't know anything about it. So that was that was entertaining as fuck. The other thing, first of all, Vegas, that bag policy. Now, I heard DC acted a motherfucking fool with the bag policy. For those who don't know, the bag policy for stadiums in general, and then also specifically they said for the Renaissance Tour, is your bag has to be clear or it has to be small. Like, and when I say small, flyer size, right? In Vegas, they were holding
almost the size of your phone.
Yeah, they were holding up a flyer to the bag, and if it exceeded that by even a half an inch, you had to go to bag check, which I thought was bullshit for certain things. Because Kia had on it's like a fanny pack, but across her chest with a little circle bag, like the smallest, like literally like a fanny pack. Made her check it. Our friend Nikki made her check hers, which was like the size of a clutch. That was annoying. But the most entertaining part was me, Shari, and Crystal standing waiting for them. And Shari caught a nigga she knows cheating. She was like, he is in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Niggas ain't shit across the board.
Gays?
Mm-mm.
How you cheat?
Child, how you cheat at a Beyonce concert?
That's a lot. That's an expensive way to cheat. You know what I mean? Like,
how you cheat at a how do you think that is where you about to go be inconspicuous?
Right. Everybody who's half of America has gone to see this fucking show, or Black America has seen this show, and pictures abound. You know, what makes you think that you're not going to get caught? I will say, I didn't see anybody when I went. Like, I saw maybe one or two.
Because
people,
nobody with good sense would cheat at a Beyonce concert. But go ahead.
Yeah, but why? Again, why would you bring? That's like that story you told me about the guy who brought his side piece on the same vacation.
Which, by the way, we have a new segment for you all. Telenovelas from the internet. And we're going to come with some bullshit every week. Because y'all write some bullshit every week.
Every week. But you all also allow yourselves to be in these situations, right? Because...
Not you victim blaming. Go ahead. Continue your thought.
Sometimes we should victim blame, and I'm going to tell you why. Because victim blaming breeds shame, and that's what's wrong with the world. Sometimes shame is not enough. Some of these
and not emphasized on the right shit too.
Right, right. There are some things we need to release shame from.
Yeah,
right. But there are some things we need to implement or reintroduce or enforce, and that is one of those things.
Okay, I'm with you to an extent.
Yeah,
like we place shame on the wrong things. Don't place shame on pum pum shorts. Don't place
or
shame
sex workers or bonnets
or
and shit
sex
like
workers or bonnets or under titty or you know what I'm saying. Place shame on the people who really deserve it. Like a lot of y'all in the comment sections. People who are habitual line pressers. People who don't know boundaries.
People who follow the shade room.
People who still listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah, like you're a part of the problem.
The shame has not been. That's the shame has been misplaced.
Yes, well, we need to redirect shame.
We need to
come out with a book. I'm telling you, these are things. These are key core concepts that people
Jaden
need to live
XD's
by.
problematic key core concepts.
Like shiny happy people. It's about to be like what ATI? Whatever the fuck
like
that they was listening.
Well, let's create a curriculum. If they can do it, we can too.
Sure, if I can.
We're not going to lead people to harm, but yes, Beyonce.
Now to a surprise at the Beyonce tour in L.A., and it wasn't on the stage. A woman in the crowd actually went into labor during the concert. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter with the happy Beyonce fans and their new baby.
Beyonce. So a couple of things, right, that I can say that I was completely taken aback from was Blue Ivy, right? So like you see, I made a point not to watch a lot of the tour footage, but Blue Ivy, that's something you couldn't really avoid.
Of course.
But like watching her, it's like, damn, I remember when you were in utero, girl, when people were lying on you, and you weren't even here.
Yep.
And now look at them eating crow, giving you your flowers and standing ovation. Own them.
And
queen.
when you watch the footage from the early shows on to now, the pride and the confidence and the just all of that has just flourished. And it was now I saw the funniest meme the other day. Funny is funny. I don't give a fuck. We all love support we love Blue Ivy. We support Blue Ivy, all of those things. Like everybody is collectively auntie and uncle and like just beaming, right? And then her mother's beaming behind her. But somebody I follow posted the other day, they were like, when does school start back? I'm tired of seeing Blue Ivy on my timeline doing a robot. And and they got attacked because niggas can't laugh. Especially when it comes to Beyonce. They cannot laugh. But when I tell you I hollered.
Oh yeah. I chuckled too because I'm like, I know school is back. And like, it's hard to go. I wouldn't go back either. Like, how do you go back to school and
First
you tell
of
your
all,
friends?
How did you ever go to school? Second of all, we all know that they are about to take a collective family extravagant vacation once this is said and done. And Blue Eye, they're going to let her have some rest. And that girl has had a tutor the entire time. And will continue to have one. Which is what? Homeschool.
Yeah, which I hate. Speaking of things,
I just wanted to bring it back.
I hate homeschool. I think it's the worst thing that the government has ever allowed people to do. I think that is, and I'm never siding with the government on anything in regards to much of anything. However, there needs to be some sort of government regulated education. No, they need to be in the schoolhouse. The children need to be in the schoolhouse.
Where's your yardstick?
In a place. I gotta unpack it.
XD Trunchbull. Damn, where's mine? I just had it. I wanted to get you back. You better be happy I can't find my fucking fan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
But yes, Beyonce threw the gayest party of all time.
What? It was amazing. It was amazing.
And let me also tell you how I was so excited that I missed every bit of those openers from the pre-show.
Wait, what?
Like, because in LA, she had a pre-show.
She didn't have a pre-show anywhere else?
DJ Khaled did 2 nights, and the third night was Kaytranada.
Oh, I would have I would have loved to see Kaytranada.
Same. Like, even
DJ Khaled.
Like, I think, right. So my night, they had like Doechii, the What It Is, Hope, What's Up.
That's not the same person. That's Victoria Monet.
No, that is Doechii. Victoria Monet is R&B
on my
Megan.
mama, on my hood. Oh, you right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's R&B Megan Thee Stallion.
They're all doing, everything is a cover. Or
on my mama, I look fly.
But I like Victoria Monet, but I am astonished. Is this just the age we're at now? Is that just what it is? Is this the circle of life happening?
I guess so, but I don't remember. Sampling has always been a thing, but I don't ever remember it being so. There used to be a finesse with the sample, right? Now it's like
Puffy was known for sampling. That was a known thing. Kanye was known for sampling and then being able to flip it in a really beautiful way. Yeah. Sampling has always been, and then there were covers because when we were coming up, Troop came out with All I Do, and then you had who did it first, Jackson 5 or whoever.
All I do is think of
right.
you.
So I'm not saying that sampling and covers have not always been a thing. Hell, the Isley Brothers did a cover of Summer Breeze a year after the Seals and Croft did it.
And ate it.
We're going to do it better a year later.
Yeah.
That's the pettiest. Yeah. But so sampling and covers have always been a thing. I just feel like right now it's excessive.
Yes, right. Like Puffy's son, all of his songs are just straight rips of his daddy's old tracks.
Oops. Which one of his children makes music?
The one that looked exactly like him.
The one that Christian, the one that looked like him.
Yes, not the one that's not his son.
Not the one he got with Albie Shore.
Yes.
Okay. He's an actor.
Not the one he got with Albie Shore.
Yeah, because they co-parent.
Yes, I do know, but not him, but the other one, Kim Porter's eldest. That's not even Kim Porter's eldest. The other Kim Porter's other son that looked exactly like Puffy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Puffy's
twin. Puffy's twin.
Yes. Either way, he used to be taking his daddy's songs and then rapping over them.
Oh.
No finesse, no whatever. But the Doshi was, what it is, ho, what's up? That was my night. And guess who came on? And we were walking through the thing. I'll tell you that in a minute because I told you on the phone, but I'll tell the audience why I had to eat crow. I got clear. If you're new to me or us, you will know that I am a staunch believer in being against Clear and TSA PreCheck. I think that it is a scam set up through trickle-down Reaganomics. And change starts with me. So I refuse to buy it until...
Not you all of a sudden. Like, cut the shit.
Beyonce makes me make different decisions. Like that time I had the Samsung phone, right? I had one of them phones that blow up on people.
Mm-hmm.
And then she released self-titled and I was like, fuck. And then I had to go get an iPhone because there was no iTunes on that shit. So anywho.
Oh, which iPhone was that?
4.
4S or 4?
4S. It was 4S.
4S was the first one I got too because I went from a BlackBerry, BlackBerry era. And then I went BlackBerry and I did Androids for like a hot second because iPhones
HTC Evo.
Yeah, I think I had I don't know what the fuck I had. Maybe it was a Samsung. I don't know what the fuck it was. And then, because that's when smartphones started becoming a thing, because BlackBerry was easing into smartphone, but then it was like, no more BlackBerries. And then moved over to an Android for like 2 seconds. And it was like, I'm going to join iPhone world.
Yeah. So Crystal and I were chatting about the logistics about getting into the stadium and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking in the midst of all this, we get an email from Ticketmaster,
mm-hmm.
and they tell you all the things of where to go and blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, I see Clear at the bottom. They're like, if you have a Clear account, then you can, zippity doo da day to your seat. So I said, Crystal was like, well, I got it. And then we were going with Chrissy, and she was like, I don't know if y'all don't got it, then I'll just send y'all the tickets and y'all can figure it out. And I was like, work. So then Chrissy comes and she was like, yeah, I got it. What's up? So little old me being against everything was like, wow.
When you gonna start listening? When you gonna start listening to me?
It's not the point of listening.
No,
right?
it is.
It's not the fact.
It actually is because I be trying to make your life easier.
But who are me if I don't stand for anything, right?
Nigga, no, stand for some shit that means
I am standing for something. I am standing for the principle that I should not have to pay extra for a layer of security. I feel like those are things that should be apart, right? Like, and I also think like, why are we rewarding people that have more disposable income? That's also a larger thing.
There you go. Actually, no, like you don't really. You don't really. Like,
it's true though. I guess I just don't.
I would give you your claps and your iPhone amen hands if this wasn't complete bullshit.
It's not complete bullshit because
but
there's a portion of it that is because I did it, right? Like,
yeah,
I was
exactly,
like, well,
immediately.
yeah, and I did it. And so when I asked that on Twitter, like, can you use Clear? And a couple of people were like, no, but you can. You just got to ask, right? So actually look for the people. And, like at Clear at airports, they all huddle together, like some weird hive or whatever. So they were all huddled together at SoFi. And we were just like, all of us have it. Oh, and the reason why I got it, because they gave me 2 months free. So therefore, I was able to just rebook and then cancel right after. But but they scanned and they escorted us to our seats. So
Not you
compared
benefiting
to
off the system when it works for you.
Yeah, I'm an American. That's the whole point.
I was so happy that she opened up with all the ballads. Because I said, let's go ahead and get this up out of the way. And I mean, and they were enjoyable, right? She did I Care, which I was very surprised. I was like, I never thought we would get I Care live. So that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see that she switches it up a little bit for each show.
Yeah, she gave us Rather Die Young, too, which she never performs.
On to my next point about Rather Die Young. She also gave us Rather Die Young. And I hate that song.
'Cause I'd rather die young and live my life without. I'd rather not live at all than live my life without you. 'Cause I'd rather die young and live my life.
And so I was singing it to so Nikki was sitting next to me, and I started singing it like an alt rock emo teen. And when I tell you, I had her down for a smooth 5 minutes. I'd rather not live at all. That's what that fucking song was made for.
It is.
Two people who would drink bleach together just so they could be together forever. Like,
it's very much like the Montagues and the Capulets.
It is, and I hate it. But I was very shocked to get it live, and Nikki's the hugest Beyonce stan, and I was able to pull her out of that for at least 5 minutes.
It's like my sandcastle. We built sandcastle.
I'm so happy she didn't do that either. And I was so happy she didn't do damn Diva at our show. I was like, I'm so happy we ain't got to see Diva or Single Ladies. I don't know what to do with myself.
I was telling Michael that too. I was telling Michael that a lot of the old shit that she didn't perform, I did not miss. I was like, I didn't miss the
old shit she did perform. I was like,
Child.
Okay, except for that Rather Die Young.
Yeah, and the way she did Rather Die Young, she was kind of like fooling around with it, so it wasn't like a serious thing. So I feel like I'm singing this because you guys requested this for me to do it for years, and I'm just going to do it now.
Who's requesting this? I
don't know. Like I think it's because of the fact that she's never done it before. Like a lot of people want to hear live versions of B-sides. I've always wanted to hear it live. I don't have to necessarily hear it again.
No. We got it. But with that, getting I Care I was like, okay, mwah, mwah. Like that gave me everything that I needed. And then you know that I was on fucking point with my Heated fan clicks.
Yes. Heated was a moment. Heated was a vibe. I will say that so when Cuff It came on, the mute challenge happened, and I was right. I was like, LA is not. Of course, everybody's on drugs in Los Angeles. Yeah. Everybody
and none of them follow instructions in regular society. So
no, because why? Drugs. Everybody here is on drugs.
Okay, fair, yes, but also white and in California, and
that's
so
a drug
it's
too.
Very like la la la. I get to do what I want, and so of course they don't know how to mute. Now, do I go getting pissed at the mute? No, because I think that's absolutely silly. People sitting up here punching
It's
people in the face
asinine.
and putting their hands
I
over
wish you
people's
would.
mouth.
Touch me. Ooh, I'm calling the police.
Give
I'll
a
be
dirty look and keep
anti-black
it
for
pushing,
that.
bitch. But like, it's not that deep. Enjoy the rest of the show. Enjoy the rest of the goddamn show. There's so much more.
Why are you focused on me and my silence? Focus on
See how the
you.
world would
Focus
be a
on
better
your
place if people
muting.
minded their own goddamn business.
The world would be fabulous.
It will run like
if
a
the
clock,
world minded
baby.
it.
Like a don't a Rolex ain't it supposed to never die? That's how the world would run
Mhm,
if everybody mind their
mhm.
goddamn business.
Swiss time. Okay.
What else was I excited about from the Renaissance tour? Blue Ivy. We said Blue Ivy. You know, we got a nasty little mini ball. That was very good. Everybody had to deal with Les Twins. I don't know why.
But you know what?
Hate
They
them.
didn't
I don't hate
bother
Les
me.
Twins. Yeah,
they
don't
didn't bother
me.
me. This they usually do, but this time
Oh, you're part of
they didn't bother me. Honey Balenciaga ate as usual.
Yeah.
I'm just a little confused as to how she got booked as opposed to anybody else who's in the ballroom that can vote.
Yes, that's been a small point of contention because you know there's so many incredible black ballroom dancers, but also like Beyonce had a period where she had an all woman band. She had you got Black Parade, which. You know, it's like black up, blickety, black.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so whatever.
You might as well just call it nigger.
Yeah, exactly. Hard ER, you know, in that font. So I just feel like whatever. Like we got a good show and you can't pick every battle. You can't pick every
not at
single
all.
fucking one. My God. So I enjoyed
The
the
only
little ball that
thing-
we got.
I wish she would have vetted some of these artists for her opening act with Khaled, because you know who, as soon as we pulled up to the stadium, guess what was playing? And who was on stage? I just want to have a good night. I just want to have a good night. I was like,
Beyonce is a bird, and she she probably loves Coi Leray.
and that's a problem. America has a problem.
We did not get Thick and All Up in Your Mind, and I heard you did.
We had the whole album.
I was fine with not having All Up in Your Mind.
I said the same thing, but it sounds a lot better live.
I can imagine.
Because I don't like the song.
I can imagine.
No, but you know what? A lot of the songs that I'm like, I probably am like, skip, sound a lot better live. You know?
Yes, because it's the entire experience. Let's see, what else was there? What else happened at the
And
Renaissance
stop
show?
asking for the visuals because we're not getting them because the visuals are the show.
Yeah, she's filming them.
Yeah, like I can, like we are the visuals. Like I know that we are because the crew, the crew was working hard.
Boots.
Like I've never seen anybody or in recent times as having the crew like as involved with the production. And like she made them a part of it to make it so seamless. But I was like, oh, these niggas are working in these little dicky suits.
They're moving. There was a point I was about to bring up because what did you say before the crew?
Songs.
God damn it.
Well, we have to take a break.
Okay, great.
Hopefully you remember.
It'll come back to me.
Let's take a break and we'll be back with more. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Once I saw Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson, I'm like, oh my God. The second I got on the stage, I just opened up and I became this whole other person on the stage, and I wanted to do it every day, all day.
With her best friend Kelly Rowland and two other pals from Houston, they began winning talent contests. And by the time they were 16, the quartet had morphed into Destiny's Child.
And we're back. We're talking about Beyonce. We were talking about songs that were She performed the whole album.
I don't know. I lost it. But yeah, I was fine with not getting all up in your mind. I would have liked to have Thick, but I wasn't gonna, break my neck about it. I got I Care, so I was excited about that. We got Blue, which was also always I got it Blue at both shows, which I think once Blue got to America, she was pretty much at almost every show, right? I think she
is the show.
Our homegirl was at the Kansas City show, maybe though, and she said Blue did not come out at that show. So I think there's been a couple of random cities, which I mean, she's a child. If she don't feel like it, the show will go on.
There was somebody in Crystal's hotel was like, she better be at this show, and it's like this. She's 11.
Fucking relax now.
She's 11, and she's not the person you paid to see
at all. Actually, she comes out for a portion of a song, and that's it.
And more than honestly, as a favor to her mama.
Why does she have DJ Khaled open? I know she does a lot of work with him, shining, and all that. But
I think that must be her. That must be her husband thing.
Yeah, I'm like, that's such an interesting. That's the person you attach. That's.
But again, they're a little bit ghetto. And they be going to 7-Eleven and getting and shit here and
they're a little bit
hanging
ghetto.
out with their colored friends. Yeah.
I have to. I do have a story to tell you, but I can only tell you on Patreon or off camera about one of the Beyonce shows and one of our friends, because that was really fucking funny.
Patreon.
Beyonce
was a really good time.
It was incredible.
It was a really good
Everything was
time.
incredible. We all, we got them. And the best part of the entire experience, which I'm sure you have seen for yourself or read or whatever, or seen from the clips online, is that Mama is having a good fucking time on stage.
Mm-hmm.
She's having a goddamn blast up there. And I think that's the loveliest part of all of this, aside from whatever she plays, whatever happened, whatever she wears, Blue coming out, Blue not coming out. It is really nice to see her having a good time and not just so focused on. She's like, okay, I've done all the work. I have put my time in. I'm about to get up here. It's going to be a show, but it's going to be a fucking blast.
Mm-hmm.
And did you catch the homage to Michael Jackson?
Yes.
With the big face.
Mm-hmm. Somebody made a point about how a lot of these visuals, like the visuals are in the show. So whatever you think that she shot was going to be for the visual, it's actually in the show.
It's in the show.
And I can't imagine what a visual album looks like based after going to this show.
Mm-hmm.
But watching those visuals on screen, it gave me Moonwalker.
Yes.
It reminded me a lot of Moonwalker.
And also, what was Dangerous? The Dangerous era. Like, she took some inspiration from the Dangerous era with the big Beyonce face and the mouth that opens, and how he had the whole carnival theme and all of that happening with the Dangerous era. Yeah, leave me alone. And the monkey driving the car and all of that. Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say to you. The visuals, so quit asking. That's that. I think I'm having a hard time understanding this Act 2, 3, 4 situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, was that supposed to be? Because I initially, remember I told you, I was like, something in my gut tells me that doesn't mean she's giving you all 4 albums or giving us 4 separate. I was like, that's a lot of fucking music to put out at one time. And for somebody who's so focused on making sure that every element of what they does is right, I don't see her with such a giant quantity of something coming out because she's so meticulous about what she puts out. So I think I'm still having a hard time understanding what this Act 2, 3, 4 situation is supposed to be.
I said the same thing. And Beyonce operates like an old school artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm only putting shit out that I can sing.
Yeah.
Right? That I'm going to have to perform this later.
Yeah.
So, because I think about these other artists who put out like 30 tracks or whatever, and it's like, what? Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
But I Yes, it was very reminiscent of Michael Jackson.
Uh-huh.
I will say these other acts, I don't know. Artists are weird, right? Because remember Mary J. Blige came out with My Life 2 like 20 years after My Life, and it was weird. And it was like, maybe that's something might happen. You know, again, Act 1, we may never get it.
I think the point of all of it is just sit the fuck back and wait for what I give you, because I think and don't tell niggas they're getting 2, 3, and 4 acts, because then they're going to drive you crazy. I bet she learned her lesson for next time. Having children, I'm surprised by that. You know what we did get that I was very shocked, because remember, she hardly ever, never performs it live. Baby, I can't go anywhere.
Crazy in Love.
No, not Crazy in Love.
Deja Vu.
Deja Vu.
Deja Vu.
We got Deja Vu.
Did we get it? No, we did not get Deja Vu. We did not get
Deja Vu. Deja Vu, nigga. Mm-hmm.
I love that song, because that is a song she rarely performs, because
she
that
said
takes
it's
a
hard
lot
to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how much she has to. We had a good time too before we went to the show, because at the house we were. You would think everybody is like voguing and playing Renaissance, but we weren't. We were actually watching old Beyonce performances to see the growth, and the growth has grown. It has metastasized.
You could always look at it via BET Awards performances.
Baby, because let me tell you something. Beyonce had, I forget which tour it was, but she had this encrusted diamond diaper booty thing on this.
Oh yes, that was the lady's first tour.
I said
when she
had the all female band.
She was an Indian princess with a
baby, that diamond encrusted booty and those and she had them little Lucy LaDuca shoes.
She thought she was a little Jasmine from Aladdin.
It was very fast, but she also was not. Nobody was doing what she was doing at the time. But I know she'd be going back to some of this footage, like, what in the fuck? Same thing when I saw myself wearing a pink and black striped shirt from like 99. What were you doing? What were you doing? So,
me and my tunic era, when I wore nothing but tunics for 6 years.
I mean, honestly, really, like 2000 or 2001 to like 2012, nigga, like a terrible era of fashion.
Yes, big time.
Very nasty. Nasty work.
Big time.
No, I had a good time at Renaissance, and I was really excited to go the second time. It was nice to be there with my homegirls, and everybody was having a good time. And Beyonce was having a good time, and now it's Virgo season, and I'm gonna carry that all the way through. And I'm just grateful that I got to experience it, because I personally believe this is her last tour.
Yeah, I think she's going to have like special events and type of things. Like Barbara, right? Like, I feel like she's moving in her situation like Barbara Streisand. Like, I'm not stopping, but a whole tour is a lot. But you could come see me at these 3 dates.
Yeah.
You know?
For my residency or this or that. Or, like, I'm sure she'll do some little 1 and 3 offs, but I don't see her doing a tour to this magnitude ever again.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. She got a family. She got kids. She got, she might want to, and she's been working her whole goddamn life. Like, legitimately, her whole life, the girl has been working. At a certain point, I can understand somebody being like, okay, enough is enough, and I'm done.
Yeah.
She did all of this off of foot surgery or foot problems, or we don't really know what it is, because, again, she's not telling you all her business. Big Virgo energy.
Right. You could tell she's slowed down a bit, but she's also 42. You know?
And come on.
What can you say about that? And coming off of a foot injury.
So I was really grateful for the show. It was a good fucking time. That lady knows how to entertain. That was her calling in life. And good for her. Good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
Y'all can still laugh at the jokes, because some of them be funny.
Exactly. Let's end today here.
Okay.
we've had a good time. We'll talk more later on throughout the week. And yeah, it's good to be back. We're back all month.
You want to hear one more thing before we go? So Noah went to go visit her grandparents while I was in Vegas. And so, my mother was doing the grandmother thing. What's going on? How's everything? How come I can't listen to your mom's podcast? And Noah goes, probably because it's not godly.
That's what I'm titling today's episode. Not godly.
Not godly. You don't want to listen to it because it's not godly.
It's not godly. Wow.
And that's that.
We'll see you all next time. We're back.
Oh, we're back, baby. Just sliding in very slowly. So we love you all. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Tune into the Patreon for all of the recaps. And make sure you check out YouTube because we will be catching up on all of the 90 Day Fiancés we've missed and otherwise. So we're not going to leave you hanging.
Yep. Until next time. Bye.
Boom.
Yes, we're moving on.